to cloud game for qualifying.
That could be a factor in this. And that's how somebody like Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, William Byron, Blaney, Logano, Suarez, some of those guys can enter you know, this battle that these three were in the 20s, the Chastain, Reddick, and Larson.
This is it, right? This is go time. This is one of the most favorite parts of the weekend, which is where you'd pull the belts down the tightest, and you know that you got to go lay down a lap because the team has put you in position.
Full send,
Full
right?
send. This is one of those tracks where you're so close to wide open all the way around, but now you got a heat cycle on your tires. But here we go. We're sending them with some cloud cover in 1 and 2.
4 Toyotas, 4 Chevys, and 2 Fords to run for the pole, beginning with Daniel Suarez.
There you see that shade. The shade getting off of 2. That's going to be so important. Just like you said, Kurt, if that's in and out, somebody catches that shade right, that could be the difference.
Ooh, there's a little lift there. I wouldn't have lifted coming to the green.
Everything from the start-finish line to the exit of turn 2 is in shade for Suarez.
This is what you call full send mode right here. Not quite out to 50%. Touch the brake with your left foot just because your brain says this is crazy.
And then realize, hey, whoa, it's got a lot more grip in the track. That shade, I think he saw that shade, felt it. You saw when he got back to the gas, he didn't waver. Boom, straight to wide open.
He was 190 into turn 3.
And those extra few miles per hour are so difficult to gauge when you're in the car with no speedometer.
So Suarez has picked up almost, well, 2.5 tenths from round 1 with a 30.38.
Good pickup. Logano is that next one in line at a 63. See if he can pick up. A lot of shade down here, Joey.
All the way to turn 3 is now in shade.
Little track set up here. This is like the limbo bar. How low can you go with your lap time?
In your foot. That right foot.
That's where you need that broomstick.
See him coming off of more momentum than Suarez, getting into 3. Still shady over there.
Little sun right there, and that's it. The rest of the track is in shade.
And look at the difference. See, Suarez drove it in really hard, had to hit the brakes, slow down. Joey didn't. Driving away in the sunset.
30.25 for Logano. That's a pickup of almost 4 tenths of a second.
That's right there where those 3 fastest ones were in those 20s, 22, 23, and 26.
And every car that goes now, when you're sitting there as a driver on pit road, it just gives you more confidence to know the track is ready.
Full shade this lap. All the way around, full shade. That car didn't set very good getting in the corners. A little bit uneasy. Had to lift out of the gas more than the other cars. Into 1, that is.
And now every minute that goes by, it's the track drops on track 10.
Turn 1 is in sunshine again as Blaney completes his run. We are chasing the clouds. 30.42 for Blaney.
As a driver, I would just ignore that sun over there. I just full send.
William Byron's coming around here. Good opportunity for him. Still some shade, but you know that those crew chiefs, those engineers are paying attention to this and telling him so.
You'll see those little spots of sunlight right at the entrance of turn 1, right there. Rest of the track in shade. But the sun is coming back.
Car rotated good for him through the middle. Came back down the hill, full throttle.
He barely cleared turn 2. That was a little extra wheel.
Got into the corner really hard, committed. Giving up a little bit on the exit.
Still a fast lap.
Top of the chart for Byron, 30.13.
Business has picked up, fellas.
Fastest lap of the day so far. Here is Martin Truex.
Well, that track was ready for the lap he was ready to put down because it wasn't in practice when he brushed it in turn 3.
Byron picked up 3.5 tenths from round 1.
No matter what, everybody's going to still have to keep their eye on this car on Sunday. Let's see where this lap plays out. Looks like he's just off a little bit, not able to.
You see him coming back on Byron, though. That was where Byron drove into the corner, overdrove it a little bit, had to lift out of the gas, made up quite a bit of time on him. If he could have matched his speed in 1 and 2, you would have saw that 19 in the front, but that's a great lap.
Second for Truex, and he picked up 3 tenths from round 1. Adjusting air pressures for Denny Hamlin. And now we've got turn 2 in sun and the rest of the track in shade. Talk about trying to chase a cloud. Wow.
Yeah, maybe the air pressure guys running a little behind because they're waiting on a cloud.
Well, they're waiting on the second group, you know, for timing wise. But this is where it's important. The sun's coming back out. They're wanting to get out there and go immediately, as soon as you possibly can. Get this thing on that racetrack.
I think we
full
missed
sun
it.
again in 1 and 2.
Yeah, we've lost the cloud.
Sure has. Changes the game. It's amazing. Just the little things. What it does for your confidence mainly as the driver when you're trying to scrape a 30-13 and trying to go to a 30-11 or something.
Now this little break is built in. NASCAR has a 2-minute break between Group A and Group B, allowing those Group B cars to cool down to try to make this qualifying more equal.
I'll take it. Let me go out on hotter tires. I don't care. That track's cool.
I always thought you guys were going to commercial break. I was like, TV.
We're going to Regan.
Well, guys, Joey Logano down here debriefing with Paul Wolf. Third right now, Joey. Seemed like you got a little bit of a cloud. Did that help out a little bit, maybe?
As long as the sun comes back out, yes. If it stays shaded, it didn't do anything for me. But, you know, that shade stayed there for a minute there. You know, we just went out early the first run, and I just don't think the track was completely in, and the car had way more grip the second time, and you're almost like, oh, man, I wish we had a better read the first time. We would have been able to make better adjustments. I would have been able to make a better adjustment inside the car as well to go a little bit faster. But overall, Shell Pennsylvania Mustang's got speed. It's quick. It's close to the front at least, and we'll go work from there.
Thanks, Joey.
5 cars to go. Hamlin, Gibbs, Larson, Reddick, and Chastain.
Man.
3 Toyotas, 2 Chevys.
Starting to flirt back with some shade in 1 and 2, but that corner over there getting into 3 where everybody's been having trouble, that's the difference maker, and it's full sun right now.
Yep, that's what it's going to take. It's that little section.
Exit at 2. I want as much shade as I can get over there. Starting to see a lot of sun.
So Hamlin was 30-43 in round 1. He is going to need to pick up a full 3/10 to be equal with William Byron's lap. That's top of the chart right now.
Hard to believe that it makes that much difference, folks, but it does. It's unbelievable the difference the grip feels like when that shade track is under shade and cools off. Just the least little bit.
There we go. Sun's back out over in 1 and 2.
See if he misses on exit. See, a lot higher. Car's not pointed quite as good. Tighter off at 2. Full sun over there.
193.
Wow. That's the fastest into turn 3 we've seen today.
He used all the racetrack up, but yeah, too much time out of the gas.
And Hamlin is 4th with a 30-30. He got only half of the pickup he needed to equal William Byron. Ty Gibbs was 30-43. Like Hamlin, they were only 0.03 apart, so he will need to pick up 3/10 to have a shot at the pole.
It's a tough pickup. The kid's going to go for it.
Committed on the throttle. Not much out of the gas at all. Still lost a little bit of speed. Be disciplined down here. That's that lift. Yep. See the difference it takes too. Just the least little bit of burping that throttle.
And again, some of that could be to where they just kept him a little on the conservative side for setup as far as tightness.
4th for Ty Gibbs.
Well, here comes Larson. This is the first of those 3 cars that were in the 20s. The only 3 in the 20s. Everybody else was quite a bit off of their pace, but full sun for Kyle Larson right here. Let's see if he can make up the difference.
Larson was 30-26. 2/10 better would give him the top spot.
Staying right there with him. Lot different racetrack for him.
Full sun all the way around.
A little lower entry.
Now this is where William Byron lifted a little bit here. This is the difference. We saw this even with Logano's lap. Here he comes back. It's going to be close.
I liked it though. It was a little bit lower, splitting the seam.
6/1000 of a second separate Byron and Larson.
Woo! So close.
So now Tyler Reddick, who started on the front row in both races here last year for Richard Childress.
This one's going to take a swing at you, Willie B.
30-23. He only needs to pick up 1/10 to have a shot at the pole.
Fell off a little bit more on the exit of 2. A little bit more than even Larson.
Yeah, Willie B's exited 2 is strong.
See, William really got in the corner hard. Pays the price a little bit right here, but I don't think Greg's going to come back to him even as good as Larson. No, sir.
4th for Reddick with a 30-21. He backs up what he ran in round 1.
Exactly.
Well,
right.
Mike, you weren't right. I wasn't right. Kurt?
I still got one bullet left to go.
Ross Chastain looking for his first career pole in the Cup Series. 30-22.
More speed off of 4. Look at the speed coming too.
If he picks up a 10th,
I burped it.
Yep, he'll take it.
Oh, tons of speed getting into the corner. Just could not hold the grip.
He did have the most speed coming to the green.
Regardless, it'll be an all Chevy front row. The question is, which 2?
He's going to try to
momentum there.
Coming back.
What do you got here?
Oh, so close.
133 for Byron, 139 for Larson, 145 for Chastain. How close can you get?
That's what I would tell you. This competition is so tight, so exciting, and Byron was